What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back in. Chase Games here, and today I'm going to warn you guys right off the bat. This is probably going to be a long one because I'm not going to split it up into parts. Sorry, there's no background music. I don't want to take any. My Wi-Fi isn't great, so today I'm going to be strolling back through the Twitter. I've already scrolled back. Now we're going to be going forward in JP time, starting from January 23rd, looking at the Blossom units that we can expect. Um, with first of that being Melroth and his little monkey dude, the devil or something. You know what? Batman Drill. That's it. Batman Drill. Um, so they got their awakening, or they got their talent blossoming with the 1.5 year anniversary, which we're not celebrating yet, but we got Sorrow. So is it the 1.5? Obviously, there's a distinction. Um, but so we got Sorrow. He came out at the same time. His Blossom. Do we get that now? Do we get that with the 1.5? Somewhere in between. Who knows? But that is our next Blossom, and let's just take a look at him here. Um, this is the Game 8 page, and it is Google translated. So just you're we're gonna get a rough idea. Um, I haven't done this in a while, so I forget what some of these things are. Um, but this is his new ability. I'm not even going to bother saying the names because the chance of it being right. Although God's Eye of Destruction sounds right. So it is going to be a typeless. This must be Marshall. Um, for those reading themselves and going, it says physical idiot. You're the idiot. Google Translate from Japanese. Physical and martial is exactly the same. So when it looks like it's like that doesn't look like any physical attack on other units, and it says it's martial. So because I don't believe his wisdom or strength is that great. So anyway, this is going to do martial damage to all enemies within range. This has like the standard like spell range, 3 forward, like crackle or anything like that. And sometimes I think that's like paralyze or stun or something. Um, rarely move. I can't. The I think the Google Translate on my phone was better than this. Sorry, I shouldn't take so much time with this one, but just let me see because I put these in my Discord as well in the wrong order, of course. Yeah, so occasionally paralyzes, rarely seals, rarely curses. It's weird. So Google Translate with the Google Lens was much better than Google Translate in Chrome. Um, so that is a decent ability. I don't know how much damage it's going to do. 111 MP. It's got to do some decent damage, and then occasionally paralyzes. Is that 25% or 20 or 40? I forgot. Sorry. But if you occasionally paralyze, rarely seal, I'm not. I've not messed around with seal much. I don't know if that's movement, abilities, magic, curses. Now, curse, that's just another. What does that give you? A 50-50 chance to take an action on your turn. So if it either paralyzes you or curses you, or if that's about sealing movement or abilities, then I mean, there's just three decent chances, maybe, that you're not going to be able to do anything without units. So, and then let's see the Talent Blossom. So these are new features that he'll get on the tree. When your HP drops below 20%, you will recover your HP. Let me see, what's Google Translate? Yeah, so I don't know if that's a big heal or a total heal. It's probably a total heal, but I'm not too sure. And then the other one is at the beginning of the battle, the HP recovery effect is greatly increased for 99 turns. Um, and then it translates, the lens says the same thing. So I don't know if it's actually increasing your recovery effect, or I think that's just healing HP every turn. And then what stats does it get? Oh, so and then the stat nodes. It doesn't actually list any of the stats that will be increased. Like usually there's a plus 40 HP, plus 20 attack or something. What he does have is closer to Baramos, um, where he gets a couple of plus 10 percent success rates. Um, I'm seeing Mahi. Is that? I think that's Paralyze. Um, plus 10% sleep, plus 10%. So he has other ability. Yeah, his main ability that he already has is sleep. Um, and then it lists another thing as success rate plus 10%. I don't know if that's everything or just something that it didn't even try to translate. So anyway, that's a lot of time on Melroth. Sorry, but he's also he's not the simplest unit. All right, so let's scroll up. Sorry, there's just not like can't like really order them. I guess I could take all the images, but so the date for that was mid-January, late January maybe. But the time on that one doesn't really mean much. It's going to come sometime between now and 1.5 year, unless something goes nuts. So this is the next wave of blossoms, and it got announced the 29th. I think they announced it a couple of days early. But anyway, this also came with the 1.5. These guys. Or with monsters. It's hard to say. I guess it came with monsters. So we should expect... I think we should expect these before Melroth. I think they're probably going to save Melroth for the first. 1.5, rather. I'm not going to look at everything. Let's look at the S's and A's. Oh, by the way, Batman Drill, sorry, I'm not going to bring up his thing or anything. He's going to get a breath attack, a T-shaped breath attack. I don't remember what it does. I think it's sleep. Basically, his whole kit is around sleep. He's got sleep success chances, so you want to put something to sleep and or do breath damage. Batman Drill, probably pretty decent. All right, so let's check out the S first. Let's go with a Halberd. Where is that one? Yes, here we are. Sorry, guys. Like I said, editing skills are poor, and I just don't really have the time for it. So this is going to be a long, drawn-out video that should have been edited. So, anyway, this is Halberd. Something that anybody that's been playing day one or even close to it, you probably have this guy max awakened and it has 4. So let me see. This seems to be the same move as Dragon Lord True Form. This is fire, so it's a frizz breath damage in the fan shape. And let me see, what else is he gonna get? Let's see. Did I skip past it? So I think he gets some of the things that True Form got with his... Yes, here we are. Alright, so... Oh, he's going to get more HP, which... I don't know if 100 HP is enough to make him like, oh my gosh, he doesn't die in one hit anymore. But, I mean, if there was a stat he needed, it was that. He needs defense, too, but HP is much more important than defense with the way that works in this game. So, when you attack with your breath, increase the power of the effect of your breath. No, so that's not True Form. That's there's another. Oh, there's an A rank that had that ability. The effect only lasts for one turn, so your next turn, your breath attack will be stronger. So if you keep doing it, it gets stronger, which is actually kind of counterintuitive to Hybrid because you don't want to build him up. He's supposed to go in hard and fast, and if he doesn't kill something, he's going to die, which he doesn't really kill much, so he's going to die. And then increases the power of Frizz Breath by 20%. That's a pretty big boon, so I think Dragonlord Trueform gets the same thing, and he's 3 movement now, so he's far, far more agile than Dragonlord Trueform, and only 50 points in Arena. So this guy, he's going to have more use. He's probably going to be good, but this guy is not going to be game-breaking. This is kind of just like how strong you should have been in the beginning, basically. Minus, not quite. I mean, yeah. I mean, he would have been the best general pool with this kit in the beginning, but yeah. I don't think it's. I think he's going to still be too fragile to be considered a good Blossom. But I could be wrong. We'll find out. Anywho, moving on. We'll look at. I think we all want to know what Green Dragon happens to Green Dragon. I think I've heard some of the details, but I forget. Okay, there we go. Automatically translated. Yes. Okay. For those that are new, forgot, whatever, this is a farmable. There's actually a couple stages you can farm them on. But in global right now, it's Reminiscence for the DQ1 event. Okay, so what's... Okay, it didn't list his ability yet. Let me see. Alright, talent trait number 1. This looks like Frizz Breath Tricks. So it's going to reduce the MP, increase the effect. Restores your HP when attacked by an enemy, just like Dragonlord Trueform, and also Dread Dragon's going to get that same ability. It's called, Dragon Skill. Max MP plus 40, and he's going to get that twice. I mean, in longer content, that's going to be good. I don't see Green Dragon being a long event unit, but hey, I mean, it's something. Oh, and then, sorry, his new ability is range 4. That is the thing about it. Inflicts great breath damage on one enemy. 78 MP. Is this the same as True Forms? You know, let me just check, because it's actually kind of important. Where is Dragonlord True Form? Okay, I'm glad that I... oh, his was range 1 to 3. Okay. I think that's the same move Dread Dragon gets, though. Yeah, let's... Sorry, one last time. Well, I mean... whatever. Again, this is going to be a slow, boring video. 87... And this is only 78. That could be an error. I don't know if this is going to be... It's going to be an A rank ability, but I don't know what kind of damage to expect from this. But what's really important to note here is that all he's getting is 10% breath tricks. So this guy's still not going to be a high damaging unit. But for an A rank, it's good. You know what? He could be a damn good arena arena unit. Fairly defensive. He's lacking in agility, but you can build around that sometimes. And a range of 4 is pretty good. I think he's still movement 2, though. Yeah, I mean, I think that's everything that he gets. Yeah, because the ability is 1 note, so... Unless they snuck an extra move in there. Yeah, I don't think they did. So, Uh, you know what? It could be a lot worse. It's probably pretty useful. That's Sido. Okay, we don't want that. Guess I'll just leave that for a minute. And Living Statue. I'm interested in him. I think I looked at it before and was not impressed with it. Well, let's see. Sometimes these A units, sometimes they don't look all important. Then you remember, um, they're 35 points. So maybe this is what you need on your arena team. Let me see. See, sometimes it does the moves first, and sometimes it does the talents. Okay, so this is ring around him, 250% bang physical damage, which I don't remember how good his attack stat is. And they're not going to list it here. I forget what's a high attack now anyway, really. But this is a standard single target A rank ability, at least from the start of the game, was 270%, and they still generally stick around that. So this is a little bit weaker than a standard single strike physical effect, but not by really not by enough to matter. But yeah, so range surrounding 1, as you can see there. So that's a great move, especially for a tanky unit like this guy. He's got to get movement up, right? Okay, so he gets move + 1, so he'll just be movement 3. So he's still not incredibly agile, or however you want to say. His ability to get around the map is still so-so. Greatly increases attack power at the start of turn, effect 3 turns. I'm gonna guess this means at the start of battle, yeah, not the turn. So starting with a double attack buff for 3 turns is fantastic. So this is gonna be a great 35-point arena unit. Although, bang damage not hard to find. In an A rank, you've got the A rank from the DQ5 event, but he's probably pretty dated now. A bit unreliable too, so this guy would be better for that, although not as much reach. And a lot more extra HP. I believe this guy is fairly tanky. I would imagine he's living statue. I haven't used him much because he was just unusable, basically. But yeah, this guy is going to be this guy's going to hit hard, and I don't think you have to worry about him getting hit back on. So yeah, this guy, I don't think he's going to blow anyone away in Arena, but he's probably going to be a solid option. Alright, so that was Living Statue, in case you guys forgot. So, and then again, these are all going to come with DQ monsters, I think, which probably a couple weeks away. Alright, scrolling up. So, yeah, this is, I don't know, I'm not going to stop really, but you can see, what's coming up. Yeah, Monster's going to come with that Lancy robot dude, Young Terry. Let me see, Valentine's Day banner. I guess I will tell you. So I guess this is, I think it's half a stamp card. It's like, okay, no, it's different. All right, so this is a full 10 stamp card with only these units on it, I guess. And the 10th stamp gives you a ticket to choose any one of them with a guaranteed on the 2nd and 5th. So, really good. Now, that was for Valentine's Day, which we have basically already passed. Well, no, I guess we could get this soon. This was after 11. Yeah, this was after 11, so. But then special banners like these, God knows. I don't know if we'll get anything close to that. It's unique enough that it might be weird that they would skip it, though. I think that's a worthwhile unit there. I know some people were excited for that Diamond Slime or something. So that's in Monsters. The robot thing looks cool, but, on the horse. It's just too much stuff to save for. I don't really care. Apparently the DQ9 stuff is strong, but I just don't care. Okay. Sorry, sometimes these blossoms are fun. And then, yeah, so like 1 month later, White Day, that's a Japanese thing. They have the same thing for boys, a little bit smaller. So it's only 5 stamps with a guaranteed on the second, but yeah, on the fifth stamp, you get a ticket that lets you choose one of these 5 guys, which, I mean, it's Angelo or Terry, obviously. Um, Unless we get some information about an awesome new blossom. Awesome blossom. Okay, come on, where's... Ah, yeah, here we go. I always want to call him General Gumi or whatever. Goresby? Is that it? Lieutenant Goresby? Um, this is coming March 20th with, what is it, Sakura Blossom or something? This is coming with a DQ9 event. Alright, so that's, DQ9 event should be next. I guess, let's look at the tree first, because otherwise I'll forget them. Where is that? Is it here? They're not showing it, or am I skipping over it? I guess they don't have everything here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I will show, so this is, what the JP, wiki site suggests, for priority. And they've got General Gume on top, Goresby, whatever. And I think left to right usually matters too. So they really like his blossom. So let's look at. Yeah, go up to him. Could have clicked on him on the other screen, couldn't I? Where is he? Probably staring right at him. I just can't see him on here. Did they not put any of these things on here? He's not there, right? Using these like, oh yeah, you just go to the Japanese site and just hit translate, right? No, no. All right. So his talent ability is let me see. This is gonna be this is gonna be actual physical damage. I think range 1 to 3, just one target. 105% zap physical 3 times on one enemy. So if you compare to this to like a standard strike at 270 on an A rank ability, this is triple. That's 315. Although he's gonna have high agility, I believe. But when you have multiple hits, you've got a higher chance of one of them missing, I believe. But this is going to be about 315% compared to the standard 270. And again, that's at rank 0. When you put it up to 10, it's 50% higher. But just comparing it to other abilities, it's a strong single strike if all 3 land. And the talent traits... greatly increase attack power and agility for 3 turns at the start of battle. So that is a double agility and attack buff. This is a crit rate plus 10%. That's good, especially with his triple striking ability. And then double 50 HP boost. So, yeah, that's pretty good. This doesn't seem like crazy big to me, but this must be one of those things where the what do you call it? It's more than just the sum of its parts. However that phrase goes. He must work a lot better than he looks on paper, because this is not terribly exciting, but I know that this blossom is pretty hype. Then again, he was already a very strong unit. He just got a little power crept. So anyway, we can expect him relatively soon, and he's going to be a goodie. Did this site have this page have? Okay. They consider this a decent blossom. Apparently, the tree, Sakura, whatever, inflicts heavy whoosh spell damage, all enemies. Standard spell range there, 3 ahead. Um, dazzling, so it rarely dazzles, which I believe is blind. Um, yeah. Yeah, if you're in a position where you can chase after confusing or dazzling the enemy with your feet, chase after the... Alright, Spring Thunder. I mean, this is called Spring Storm. Could be something different, but I guess you're going to get to do follow-up damage if you confuse or blind them. I kind of remember the original... Yes, this move... yeah, so their moves that they already have are about confusion. And then he's got, yeah, a weaker one here that... blinds. That's dazzling as blind. So he's going to have a confusion success rate node and more HP. So um, seems fine, but only if you want to blind and or confuse something, which is so rarely useful. The max HP could be like a good defensive. You know what? This will tick people off in arena, guild versus guild arena. Um, a little more staying power, some extra success rate. Blind can really screw up the right physical team, so um, I wouldn't put money on this being a guild versus guild unit, but that's just like that seems to be what his kit points at first to me. All right, so let's keep scrolling up. Okay, so we got the beast units there coming with DQ9. All right, okay, and then let me see. When did this come? What is this all associated with? This came at the end of March for them. Um, was this? That's a DQ9 unit, right? So I think, yeah, I think these also come with DQ9, maybe near the end of the event. So let's look at yeah, Dread Dragon first, since we already have him up. From 0 to, will he be a hero? Probably not, but so we've got the same kind of move that Green Dragon got, a little bit more expensive, I guess. So this is Sizz breath damage, twice on one enemy. Okay, so it's not the same. Close enough, though. Twice on one enemy, and it is range 1 to 4. Let me see. There's only move 2, but he's got a... Okay, so he's going to get a third move with the talent. He's going to have Dragon Scale, so just like True Form and Green Dragon, he's going to restore HP when he takes a hit. And Sizz breath damage is up 20%, and another 50 HP. It doesn't show it coming twice, so they're generally pretty good about it. There could be... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, the left part of his tree is going to... One node's going to be movement, the other's going to be HP plus 50. Because that'll be the... the right node, that'll be the bottom node, and then the move is the top node. So... I don't know, like, there's so many good things. Like, I'm sure you guys all have your Dread Dragon at S4. Like, I don't know if it's good enough to... I would be surprised. Like, Dragon Scale, on the... Here's the thing, what's he resist? So he resists Frizz and Zam. If you're on a tough stage that's Frizz or Zam, his Dragon Scale ability might be his most redeeming feature. I really feel that. I feel like that would be the only thing to make him worth orbing. If he's already at rank 7 and you need some Sizz, yeah, go ahead, blossom him. I don't know how tight mats are for everyone, blossom mats, but if he's sitting at S4 in your box, if you've got 1 or 2 other Sizz units, I would pass on this guy or just wait again, I don't think that he's like going to be bad damage or anything like that, but I don't think he's going to blow anybody out of the water. So I think you could probably just do maybe not better, but like just as well on something you've already invested in. I don't know. Maybe it's just cool to hate on Dread Dragon. Now, here we go. Uh, Killing Machine. Now, I never really liked him because he was fragile. Also, I wasn't smart enough to get him when I started, so I got him when he was already pretty weak. Let me see. He's got 4 out of 5 stars on recommendation. But I heard mention that he's got one of the highest attack stats recently. So he's going to come with move 3 as long as he's awakened once. And his new ability, this is range 1 or 2. So here's the thing, he's movement 3, which is not, I mean, it's kind of standard, but like, movement 3 with a range of single target 1 or 2. That doesn't impress me. 155% to one enemy twice. That makes it just about as strong as Gume's move, which was 105 3 times. This is 155 twice, which could actually be better because this is less likely to miss. Alright, his traits. When your HP drops below 40%, your HP will be greatly restored, so I would imagine that's all the way. Maybe not necessarily. It could be like a Stark. I don't think a Stark full heals himself. And your offensive and defensive power will be greatly increased for 99 turns. So a double attack and defense boost for the rest of the battle. That is pretty good. And it's only below 40%, which is not bad. I think it's fairly common to... I think he's tough enough to survive one hit. And then it's not so low. It's not like trying to, Melroth, where it's below 20%. There's such a good chance that you're going to die before hitting. You're either going to be left with more than 20% HP or you're just going to die. 40%, that's nice. All right, so when attacking with physical, in rare cases, physical feats or normal attacks are activated twice in a row. Oh, okay. So that's somewhere between a 10 and 20% chance to do his abilities twice. I don't remember what rare is. And also, it's Google Translate. But okay, so he's got a chance to double up on his ability. And then a increased power and effect of physical by 50%. And his fourth trait is that continuous attack activation rate is 10% higher. Okay, this guy seems pretty... He's not getting any more Well, okay. So he's not getting any more defensive stats, but okay, actually he's okay. I wanted to say he's not getting any more durable, but actually he's getting significantly more durable. I'm an idiot. This guy actually sounds... I don't know. I want to say broken. I'm surprised he's not. This guy's going to be really, really strong. And what do we have for cracked physical? I mean, the arena unit, like Schlitzendicken or whatever. I am very interested in this. I want to blossom this guy right away, I think. I don't even remember if I have one and what it's at, but yeah, especially if you got this guy, you got him at 1 awaken, which any smart day 1 player would. I wasn't smart enough, but I did get him eventually. I don't know about my new account. But anyway, pretty strong unit here. Zam and Frizz resistance. Frizz resistance pretty big right now with Sorrow out. Zam's getting a little bit more common. Common might not be the right word, but so anyway, I like him. I like his resistances, like his ability. I think I like anything with Frizz resistance right now because Sorrow, you're just going to see a lot of him in arena. Like, you're just not going to see any teams without him. Basically. Alright, so that covers those two. By the way, if you guys are like see me scrolling really fast and you're like, whoa, whoa, why aren't we talking about this cool banner here? JP does reprint banners like monthly, and that has never happened on Global. We just don't get those. I don't know why. But yeah, they get a lot of banners that we don't. Okay. Oh, so April Fool's Day they got that Dread and Killing Machine, and with the C and E rank there, not gonna bother looking at those. That C rank Knight unit, I think, has some use in Battle Roads. I think he's considered a decent C rank. So, oh, these are they come with the next story chapter. Let me see. Robot. Yeah, so, okay. Here we go. What does this come with? Like, what event? They got these April 10th. That's 410. So, we're almost exactly 2 months away from this date. What event was this, though? Was this like a mini event? Oh, so this is like the new story chapter. So, if we are 4 months behind and this comes at the same time, this is 2 months away with the new story chapter. So, all right, Nightclubber, Queen Slime, and I might, let's take a look at what's his name, Tuskadir. I gotta see, because he was considered so terrible. Just because, literally just because he had Hatchet Man, and we all play on auto. What's he get? Alright, range 1, inflicts 75% physical enemy within, that's multi-fist, right? Is that just regular multi-fist? The MP cost looks right. So I think he gets multi-fist. No, it's like an A rank version of multi-fist, I think, because that's fairly strong. Okay. But it is easy to miss. So I don't know. It's multi-fist or something like it. Greatly increase attack power and movement. So he gets double move, but it's only for one turn. That's fairly. That's not bad for the movement to be move 4 for one turn, but the double attack buff is only for one turn as well. So physical plus 10, and then attack power plus 20 twice. For a B rank, I actually really like this guy. You know what? To get one good move out of a B rank in Arena, typeless, this is not a bad. Chase Games is not an Arena mastermind, especially since he's been out of the game. Literally, that's not just a turn of phrase. Out of the game for a few months. Let me see. Oh, and he resists Frizz and Sizz. That's pretty big. Weak to Whoosh. I think we're going to start seeing less Nocturnus. And Zam's not. I forget, does Dual Magus, are his main abilities. I know he has some Zam damage, but aren't his main ones typeless? I forget. Yeah, so again, another unit that resists. He's going to resist King She Slime. Deborah? I don't think anybody brings Deborah. Elena. He's not going to counter Elena, but he won't be one shot by her. Well, maybe her Trailblazer. Sorrow, Killing Machine, Overkilling Machine rather. Yeah, this could be a very worthwhile B rank for Arena. If you need a B unit. Okay. Let's see. Who's that? Oh, that's good. Cleaning up. Let's see. All right. So who are we looking for now? Queen Slime, and the other one is Nightclubber. Save the best for last. Not at the end of the video, just out of these two. Alright. Her new ability. Alright, so she's going to copy King She Slime a bit here. This is going to be martial damage. It's going to work just like King She Slime's press or whatever it's called. Rarely charms. Fascinating is charm, I'm quite certain. Yeah, so I would imagine it's going to do just as much. It's got to be just as much damage as King She Slime, which surprised me. She might already have a perk that increases crack when so I don't know. It could be more damage than King She Slime, but it's in that ballpark at least. Shouldn't be any less. Depending on the talents. All right, so rarely fascinates when attacked by an enemy physically or physically. So, all right, any physical and martial attacks to her, she will rarely charm the enemy. Very rarely seals a spell when you attack with a martial skill. Okay, that could be very useful. And then HP plus 50 twice. And I believe she already had a lot of HP, so this is... I don't think there's... So, there's Santa Elena. I don't have that unit. This is going to be a great crack option in Arena. Again, this unit's 50 points. I think she's fairly agile as well. She's only moved 2, right? Yeah, she's only moved 2, but that move's got great range on it. Because it's actually hitting things 4 units in front of it. Yeah. So, let me see. Yeah, I went over all the tail. So yeah, she's going to be really hard to take down. This is a unit that I'm going to want to avoid like the plague in Arena as well. Yeah. Very, very good. This is definitely worth orbing up your Queen Slime if you haven't already. Besides the fact that she already has her crack martial ability that pulls units in, could still be extremely useful in all types of content. So yeah, this is a fantastic Blossom. You're definitely gonna want to get this one. And here's if what I did with my King She Slime, especially since I wasn't sure if I wanted my King She Slime to be pushing things away if I brought it to Arena. I only went and got the A rank ability on it, just filling out that one node and moving on to other units to Blossom. This move is amazing, and it's going to give her great range. So, consider maybe just activating this ability node on her and coming back later for the other stuff. Because these are worthwhile, but they're not game-breaking. This is a very rare chance to seal a spell. And this one rarely charms when you're attacked. Those are nice. They're worth going for, but really it's the ability node that is the game breaker. Game breaker's not accurate, but anyway, that's what's making this unit. So maybe just do that one Blossom if you have other things that you want to work on that you're excited about as well. Alright, this guy. So this is the kind of thing where I'm gonna have to see what his numbers look like, because his attack is pretty low. Otherwise, because I love Ultra Stomp, although I forget how low that modifier was, 180%. So this is going to be... Alright, so his new ability is Continuous Ultra Stomp. So it's, instead of 180% once, this is 80% 3 times. So this is 240% if they all connect, which is 33% stronger than the first one. But this guy does have an increased crit chance, so even though he's relatively... Actually, you know what? He's not as slow as you would think. He's not fast, but he's not super slow, actually. So hitting 3 times gives him he's got a good chance to get a crit on one of those. Let me see. First talent feature, when you attack, if you're in a position where you can chase, chase the... So I think whenever he attacks, he has the chance to follow up. I don't know what that is, 10, 20, 40%. But he's got a chance to follow up with Ultra Stomp. Not the new one, the original one that's 180% once. So I think that's when he attacks. This could be a Google translation error. Let me see. Physical society heart rate plus 10%. All right, let's just move on. I don't know what that means. Is that more crit rate? Because he already comes with increased crit rate. He's got a perk for that already. Oh, okay. You know what? I think what this is maybe it's an extra 10% chance on his chase occurring. And then more HP, which he has a buttload of defense. So more HP is actually really awesome on him. So I don't think this guy's going to break the game, but again, this is 50 points, non-elemental. If you are the type, I don't know if people still like sticking to one arena team. I can see this guy just being the 50-point unit you stick on a lot of arena teams. Although right now, with Elena and Dual Magus being big, this guy's gonna be really bad because he's the fan damage that you want. But you're gonna want to bring You're gonna want to bring other. You're gonna want to bring magic and breath for your AOE damage if you're going against evasive units. But if you're not worried about evasive units, this is amazing splash damage. Who will sometimes take things out on his own now with this chase and the extra crit rate and all that. So I think we're gonna have to see him in action to really rate him. But he's my favorite unit, so I like him. As far as if there's a lot of physical in the arena too, if it's an all physical team, guy's not going to take any damage. So, not taking any damage is an exaggeration, but like his defense isn't just higher than everyone else's; it's ungodly higher than everyone else's. So that will matter. Let's see. All right, moving on. Let me see. I think there's like one more wave. Okay, yeah. We got. I want to say when I see Japanese, I want to say Tomahawker, Halberd Soros, and Hell Gladiator. Let's see. So I don't remember either of these. They're also not on this list. I'm glad that I kept this one up just for the heck of it. Yeah, there's a Halberd. And yeah, they don't like this one, and I agree, I don't like it. They really hated Hybrid. Okay. So, let me got 48 minutes. I wanted to make sure I was still recording. I haven't looked at that screen in ages. Again, take some breaks, guys. I think we're over the hump, though. We're finishing up, kind of. Alright, so this is Halberd Soros. He's going to have his volcanic breath is still going to be very useful. It's not what it was in Arena, but it's still good. So this is going to be 280% Sizz physical on all enemies within range. So this is a Stark's Zam ability. So it's the unit right in front, and then it's going to hit the two tiles to the side. Could be very good. This is still Sizz, but this is physical. That's not another breath attack. But, you still have the breath attack, too. So, alright. At the beginning of the battle, it will be in the Gira Force state for 3 turns. Well, that's that explains itself right there. Maybe that means that it's going to, he's going to have increased Sizz damage for 3 turns. I don't know what else it would be, but it's just a shot in the dark. Alright, Dragon Scale. So just every dragon that blossoms has Dragon Scale now, it seems. That's such that's a keyword I think we can all remember. I'm just going to say Dragon Scale. and max HP plus 50. I really like that on him. I don't know if I'd call him tanky. I don't think he was ever fragile, but when you bring him for kind of AoE damage, I like him being more defensive, especially having. You're still going to use him for his breath attack a lot of the time. And I think that breath attack is going to be stronger now if this is what I think it is, and Gira Force means increasing Sizz damage for the first 3 turns. So this guy's going to go back to being an Arena God, I think. So if you're a newer player or you're just an idiot that didn't max awaken him before, start doing that. Alright, and let's see. Gladiator. Alright, so this guy is just like something that you need in your box just in case. And this Blossom, as far as I know, doesn't change that one little bit. Alright, so his new Blossom, non-elemental, causes great damage to all. I think this has got to be Breath. Causes great damage to all enemies within range and has a high probability of poisoning them. So, yeah, I mean, it's the same as always with this guy. He's significantly better, but you are still only bringing this guy to poison things. If you can't poison him, he's crap. Okay, yeah. Now, I mean, here's the if you can poison something, if you're in PvE, because poison is still a PvE thing, guys. All right. If you can poison him, he's much better now. All right. So when you are defeated by an enemy attack only once during battle, there's no revives, but a poison storm will be activated if you're in position where you can counterattack. Do they count? All right, so I don't know what he's got some kind of death poisoning ability. I don't know if it'll be automatic poison or something, or an attack that with an AOE, but he's got some kind of death rattle. Movement +1, very important on him. Agility +40 twice. That's huge because I imagine if you're going to poison something, you might want to go fast. Movement's always going to help, and higher agility means it's easier to hit, too. Which, for his regular ability, it's 70% physical damage on one enemy 4 times. This is a rare chance of poison 4 times on one enemy. Higher agility makes this much better because you're generally going to miss one of these attacks with lower average agility. So, the agility is great. So, I don't know if it's fair to rate this guy so low. Yeah, no, still worthless in arena, still worthless if you're not poisoning. But if you've got a PvE boss, a PvE boss that can be poisoned, this guy is amazing, and he just became a lot better because if you're like a brand new player, this unit's whole thing is that his leader ability reduces poison resistance, enemy poison resistance, even if they are completely immune to it. But they get around this in PvE now by giving bosses an ability, or a perk that makes them immune to a poison. It doesn't reduce that, just their initial whatever. So he makes it much easier to poison anything, as long as they don't have a perk that literally doesn't allow them to be poisoned. All right, so, and when do we get these? This was April 17th. This was only 2 weeks after the last batch. And this came with another reprint, gotcha. What did this come with? Golden Week and Dragon Quest X. So when we get Dragon Quest X, which is odd, I mean, we're not going to skip DQ10, I'm sure, but, it's weird to bring DQ10 to global, because, we don't have it. But yeah, so we'll get that with 10, I guess. Oh yeah, that's the Golden Week banner. So, I don't know. I forget. I wasn't playing during Golden Week. I forget if you guys got something. But I wouldn't count on anything from Golden Week, but who knows. So yeah, I guess those came with Golden Week more than 10. So I would still expect them with 10 though. I wouldn't see why not. As long as we get 10. Okay. We got the dragons. Okay, and I think this is one of the last things. So May 16th, um, which is still DQ 10. Yeah. So I don't know. Parts 1 and parts 3 of DQ 10, hard to say. But this came May 18th, which was only a month ago, right? So we're about 3 months away if we keep up with the 4 months behind timeline. All right, so let's see. All right, so they like the dragon blossoms, and then Royal Reptile they only gave it 3 out of 5 stars. So let's start with the Royal Reptile. Now he was a very good general pool unit for a while until being only 3 movement with no AOE was just not even nearly good enough. I'd say this is another unit that version 2.0 killed. Let me see. So his new ability, it's this new weird X range. So it's like 2 spaces in front of him. So 290% ZAM physical, and occasionally reduces ZAM resistance for 3 turns. I think what it actually is it makes him more susceptible to ZAM damage. I think that's just a translate thing. So yeah, it's fairly strong attack, AoE. Gets stronger every turn, hopefully. And his perks, his talents are when your HP drops below 75%, this is just like Dragon Lord, I think. Your HP will be greatly restored and your attack power will be greatly increased for 3 turns. So yeah, this is just like the Dragon Lord, 75%. So if you take just about any hit, it's going to activate, which you would think, well, I want it to activate lower so I get more potential out of it. But you're getting the double attack boost right away. So it's nice when this guy can get hit right away and then have a big attack buff. Although I remember him being fairly agile. Okay. Increases power and effect of physical by 15%. And then he's got a max HP plus 50. Feel like there should be another node here. Oh no, sorry. It's probably just going to be... No, there should be another one, right? It doesn't say they give him HP plus 50. I think they missed one here. Unless there's no like bonus node on the left side. They do that sometimes, I think. See, I mean, as far as like this guy being a general, if you are limited on things, this guy is great. If you want some ZAM physical, he's great. Otherwise, like, if you don't have him fully awakened, just leave him alone. If you do, and if you've got everything else blossomed, he's very worthwhile. Otherwise, yeah, I guess he's just a mid-tier blossom. Just like I would agree with where the list puts him. A mid-tier blossom is still amazing. It's just that there's so many other things to do. I think that's the best way to look at it. All right, so Dimensional Dragon does not feel that old to me, but he is, I don't know, much more than 6 months old, right? Well, he will be by a lot more than 6 months old when we get him, at least. I forget when he came out in Global. Okay, so he's getting a new breath attack. It's a T shape instead of being the single target. So he's got AoE. Breath damage. Okay, so this is a bang type T-shaped breath attack. So not quite as good as the cone, but also not significantly less. Let's see. increases his first talent feature is increases bang breath damage by 20%. That's nice. At the beginning of battle, increases movement, power, and dodge rate for 3 turns. All right, so I think he's going to get one more move. He had 3 with his awakening, I believe. Does he move? He's moved 3, right? Did he start with move 3? Huh. Okay. Um, I was making a point the other day that only celebration units came with move 3, but now Mortigan does, and I guess this guy already had move 3 um, with Zero Awakening too, according to this. Um, so anyway, he's going to have 4 movement and um, evasion for 3 turns. I don't know what the evasion will be, but the extra movement will be for 3 turns as well. So that's really good. So he's going to have 4 move and a lot of and a T-shaped breath attack that's going to get a 20% boost, and he's going to get more durability. So HP plus 100. And don't forget, so he's move 4. He can phase through walls. If you forgot about that or didn't know about it, just like Dual Magus for newer players. And so range like this with 4 movement on this ability, that's amazing. I would imagine that maybe his single target initial ability does more single target damage. We'll find out. Especially since that costs a lot of MP. I mean, sometimes things just aren't balanced, but that's got to be a strong attack there. So I would imagine this will do less single target damage, but that is fantastic range. Even just the 20% attack boost, breath boost is going to be nice. Yeah, he's already a great breath user, so yeah, this guy's going to be very strong. Also, the fact that he's got a good, he increases all his leader perk is to increase Dragon Breath power by 20%. So if you're doing a Dragon Breath team, having the guy with the good leader skill be a lot stronger is always good. Forest Dragon. I read this guy translated before. It was a little confusing to me. It looks like this guy's still going to be moved. Well, okay, so he's moved 2. What's he do? What's his ability? So this guy is a defining feature right now is that he's got the Forest Guardian thing. It's an ability, a move rather, that reduces all damage by 20%. That doesn't stack. So it's yourself and the units surrounding you. Okay, and then his new ability is range 1 to 4. With range, for those that forget or don't know, if it were to say range 4, that's, range 1 to 4 and range 4 are very different. That means that you need to be 4 tiles away from that unit. So, all right, range 1 to 4 inflicts large breath damage, whoosh breath damage on one enemy twice. Okay, so fairly strong move there. It seems just single target, high range there, but he's only movement 2, so it's not like godly range, but it's pretty good. Now, if any of those, I'm not really in the arena meta anymore. This will be a great unit to take out high evasion units that are weak to whoosh, I would say. Yeah, because I'm gonna just look like an idiot if I try to think of all whoosh damage, but like White King, he's spell whoosh damage. You can't bring White King to arena now. And please don't argue with me, because no, you cannot bring White King to arena. Not as a competitive player. He's far, far too weak. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Dual Magus and Elena, Sorrow now, Eric. If one of those is weak to whoosh, that makes him very strong. I'm not going to chuck. Anyway, and then the talent perks. Okay, so we've got Fort of the Forest becomes protected for 3 turns at the start of battle. I imagine this is going to give him his 20% defense boost, just like his ability does. Although, if this is like, what's her name, Juliante, well, not exactly the same. If this has him use that ability where the units around him start off with the 20% damage reduction, that is extremely powerful and could make him an arena unit, especially guild versus guild. That'd be amazing. Increases the power of whoosh breath damage by 20%. Good. And then agility plus 40. Odd to see that. So unless they're missing something, it's going to be another example of his left node only having 1 node. Which is a shame because I think he could really use the agility twice. I hate Forest Dragon right now. I think he's completely useless. Because if you're going for a defensive strategy, you need a cover tank, you need a healer. This guy does none of those things. Now you're having 3 out of your 5 party units for defense and healing. How the hell are you going to take something down with two DPS units? Because this guy right now is not doing damage. Not a significant amount. Not long term. I think this guy could be an amazing arena unit. And very powerful in guild versus guild if this Fort of the Forest works the way that I think that it might. That could be too powerful. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, we'll see when he comes out. But this is one to keep an eye on. But even just, you know what? Even him just being able to snipe with whoosh breath damage. Again, if one of those evasion units... Because some people don't know this. The units with high evasion, that's only to martial and physical moves. Magic and breath, unless there's a perk that specifies those 2 elements damage type specifically, they hit everything. Dual Magus is going to get hit by every spell. Elena, Sorrow, Eric, one spell, breath or spells rather, they're not one hit, but they will hit every time. You can't evade those with any current abilities other than reflection shields and whatnot. So anyway, that's it for that. That was the Forest Dragon. Let me see. So this is May now that we're into. All right, so we're only that's only a couple weeks behind. So yeah, that's yeah, we're over 3 months from expecting that if we go on the timeline. All right, so what's this now? Yeah, and now, okay, this is current, but we'll just end this video by, not with another review, but with the news that if you're not paying attention, you don't know. What did I do? Whoops. Well, that's, what a way to end the video. Okay. If you don't keep up with JP News on the daily, maybe I am breaking this to you. Which, you know what, this is your treat for sitting through 8 hours of me going slow. Yeah, JP is about to get Dragon Quest V added to Reminiscence, and it's coming with the Three Brides Bloom. So there are no details yet. It comes the 10th. Today's the 5th. But yeah, all 3 of them are going to get a Blossom, and I've got to imagine they're going to be pretty darn good. They've been out for quite a while now. By the time we get this, they'll have been out for a year. So they're going to be damn strong, I'm sure. Sorry, what I mean to say is they're going to be strong, I'm sure. And you probably got a couple Awakenings. You probably have all 3 of them by now, or at least 2 of them. I will say, this is not exactly about the Blossom, but just read this. With so a new DQ5 event will be added to the Reminiscence Recollections. Get rewards for events that have appeared in the past. I think that's all standard. A special exchange, Ludeman's House, where you can get one of the 3 brides in the sky, is also available only to those who exchange for the first time. I don't know if that's what they got in JP instead of we had the Circle of Water, the ring that you give to the bride. Ludeman's house rings a bell. That may have been what they had in JP. So I don't know if we are going to. I'm going to guess this means that players that didn't choose a bride the first time can do it when it comes back. So mostly just new players will have that Circle of Water quest. But maybe it means that we get to pick another bride for free. That doesn't really make sense to me, but I don't know, maybe. They're not like high priority units anymore. Well, before the bloom. It's hard to say. This game is weirdly. It's really weird how when they're stingy and when they're like, oh my god, they're giving us that for free? Why? Why are they doing that? I don't know. But maybe. We'll find out in a couple of days. But anyway, that is everything on Blossoming so far. I think this is everything that we don't have. I'm almost certain. So, if you sorry this was not like a well done video, guys, but honestly, I kind of did this for myself. I wanted to learn and know, so there we are. So once again, thank you. Like, subscribe, comment. I don't have all the answers anymore, but I'm still pretty knowledgeable. I still have people I can ask. You can always join the Discord and ask players there. Yeah, good luck, guys. I will see you soon.